Queen, is it okay if I put this whole actress thing to bed real fast? Because, like, it's getting insane.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but yeah.
It's about my film production company. So the films I make are nonprofit films, and like if you look at the descriptions for each movie, like one's called Snowfalls, it's about a female veteran with PTSD. Yeah, I kiss my significant other in the trailer for the movie. Guess what? I'm an adult. Like I kiss him. Second, there's another movie called Broken Walls. It's about a drill sergeant with PTSD. Yes, I was in a Friday the 13th movie. It was not my film. It was a film for somebody else. They originally brought me on as a consultant because I was stationed out of Fort Lewis. They filmed the movie in Washington State. I saw it online. I was interested because I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to be a consultant. I've never done that before. I know a lot. And then they said, you know what? You're really good. Why don't you just be a cop on the movie? That's how I met my significant other. I made no money off that film. I only played the cop. And actually, when the film producers put out the GoFundMe for the project and the Kickstarter or whatever it was, they only paid for the production cost. Anything after that was literally donated to the Shriners Children's Hospital, and it's all over their social media. So I just wanted to mention that real fast. Like, that's all it is.
Why do people give a fuck?
I don't know. People brought it up and said that I'm an actress and whatnot. Like, they're non-profit films. That's the only reason why I brought it up.
I've never once heard that. Sorry, I've never once heard that.
The reason why people give a fuck is because, and I've told Julie this, so this isn't a surprise to her either, is because this is a case that without fail will end up in some type or multiple documentaries or, video type movies. And I think that when that came out, that it really took people sideways. And then at the time, the behavior that she spoke about today and on her panels was suspicious, right? For especially anybody who was sitting in the middle of the road looking at both sides. So that's why it came up. That's why it became a problem. I think that she's addressed it multiple times, but you can't fault the people for saying this doesn't look right,
By the loves the theater. My brother is a film major, and he does a lot of film projects. And the one day he was like, "Hey, Jules, I need somebody to pretend to be a waitress. Can you do that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I started getting comfortable in front of the camera like that, just being a waitress in the background, taking orders and stuff like that. And then small, minor things, maybe a line or two here or there. But then it got to the point where my brother started, for his senior thesis, he's like, "Okay, I need to do a really intense film. How do you feel about going through a window?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry?" And he's like, "How do you feel about going through a window?" I'm like, "Okay, sure. I mean, I did Taekwondo. I'm in the Army. I guess I can give it a go." So, and it was candied glass, and it was a lot of fun. That was my first real stunt, was going through a window. And then from then on, his friends would say, "Okay, if Jules is willing to go through that, maybe we could have her double for a fight scene." So I kind of put the acting stuff on hold and got more involved in stunts because, it was more physical. I spent 12 years doing Taekwondo. I got to finally, exercise that, and it was great. So Alice is definitely my biggest speaking role in regards to a film, which is very different from theater. I love it. I love the script. All of her lines are great. Yes, she's my biggest so far, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. We're doing a good job with her. I'm so excited, and it's going to be so fantastic.